Israel sends 12 fighter jets to the United Kingdom, while Spain has 12 dead on a day marked by military movements shrouded in silence. And by a civilian tragedy that could still worsen. Aviation observers recorded fighter jets landing at the British base RAF Fairford after months stationed in Israel. The detachment had arrived at Ovda Air Base in the Negev Desert in February, when Washington increased its presence in the face of the war with Iran. Now, the departure of these aircraft raises a serious question: reduction of forces, operational rotation, or preventive withdrawal of expensive assets before another escalation. At the same time, Spain is facing a tragedy in the south, where a forest fire advanced near Los Galardos, in the province of Almeria, affecting residents and tourists, and with victims found inside vehicles and along escape routes. The first alerts reported 12 dead and 23 missing, while later updates from authorities and major agencies indicated at least 11 dead and 19 missing. Is Washington pulling back or just repositioning? Why did the fighter jets leave? And why now? How does this move change the risk of a new escalation? I'll tell you all about it in a moment. If you like this kind of straightforward, no-nonsense content, consider subscribing because we have videos like this every day. In Israel, no official has announced that the withdrawal means the end of the mission or the war. On February 24, 2026, American officials confirmed that about 12 F-22s had landed in Israel. During the increased pressure on Iran, satellite images released at that time showed 11 aircraft in Ovda, while Israeli broadcasters reported 12. The presence had political significance because it placed some of Washington's most valuable air assets very close to the conflict and showed that Donald Trump was not relying solely on bases in Arab nations to maintain his strength in the region. It has not yet been explained when. A detailed statement from the Pentagon does not confirm that the 12 fighter jets originally announced left Israel together, nor does it clarify where the other aircraft are. The reliable information A informação segura neste. The reliable information suggests that Washington may be reducing the number of advanced aircraft near Iran because the immediate need for air superiority has decreased. The United States may also be making a unit rotation, maintenance, or redistribution to another European base. The swap of units would also protect these aircraft in case American intelligence expects new Iranian attacks against bases in Israel. Without an official statement, both hypotheses remain open. What is clear is that the movement happened after months of intense use of the American military structure in the region. The departure of the F-22s does not mean that Israel has ended its operations. In the north of the Gaza Strip, the Israeli Defense Forces claim to have destroyed 5 Hamas tunnels that together reached about 2 kilometers. According to the military statement, the structures were on the side controlled by Israel along the ceasefire line, and the operation was carried out by reservists from the 14th Armored Brigade, later replaced by the 100th 179th Brigade. It's an action that shows continuity on the ground, even when part of the American Air Force changes position. Israel also maintained pressure against Hezbollah's infrastructure. The Israeli forces reported having located facilities with launchers, machine guns, explosives, missiles, and other weapons intended for use, according to the army. On June 28, an operation confirmed by the Israeli government destroyed a tunnel over 200 meters long in Maidal Zone, where there were hundreds of weapons and bridge points. Hezbollah denounced the actions as violations of the ceasefire, while Israel states that it will not accept the military reconstruction of the group in the security zone. A completely different crisis, but equally urgent. The fire started in the Almeria region and quickly spread due to dry vegetation, extreme heat, and strong winds. The teams found victims in burned-out cars and in areas where people tried to escape on foot. Authorities said that many of the dead were foreigners, and 4 victims found in a car with the steering wheel on the right side were possibly British. More than 150 firefighters and about 220 members of the military emergency unit were mobilized, while roads were closed and residents were evacuated from risk areas over the first few hours. Initial reports mentioned 12 dead and 23 missing. Later, Reuters and the Associated Press reported at least 11 dead and 19 missing, with searches still ongoing. This difference does not lessen the tragedy. It shows that the fire was still active, teams kept entering burned areas, and the authorities were trying to confirm the names, nationalities, and whereabouts of people who had not made contact with their families. The Iranian regime uses Ali Khamenei's funeral to maintain mobilization against Donald Trump and Israel. In Mashhad, groups burned a large toy-like effigy of Trump during the ceremonies that marked the burial of the former supreme leader. Let's see if Zed Osmana becomes Al-Mu'min. Against the Begu Haidar, he was buried in the sanctuary of Imam Reza after long ceremonies. While his successor had still not made a public appearance that would put an end to doubts about the new leadership of the regime. They supposedly show Iranian forces with an unexploded WDU-42B warhead associated with an American AGM-158 missile. The material was released by open-source intelligence accounts and has not yet received robust independent confirmation. If the identification is confirmed, the episode will have propaganda value for Tehran and will raise concern in Tehran. E despertará preocupação em Washington. Regarding the exposure of military components, thank you very much for watching this video until the end. Support our project and make a financial contribution using the Pix key shown on your screen. We are an independent channel focused on keeping you informed with the truth. Your contribution helps us keep going.